March the 18th, 2015 it is, and there is another extremely important video in front of me. I titled one Political Persecution. Political persecution is extremely important detail about an individual who claims one. Because you see, the governments against whom you have complained or have implemented certain procedures will do anything possible to confuse you on political persecution issue with mental retardedness. It is simple as that. Because mental retardation is the way out for them from all the accusations or whistleblowing, whatever you have done against them. It is the best possible outcome for them, and on top of that, individual becomes destroyed. They destroy an individual. In my case, to give a little reminder, I was locked in mental warden for entire 18 months, a year and a half, and then I was administered for over 2 years. Okay, surveillanced. In other words, I had people coming and paying me visitations at home to see how I am doing, is what they say. And altogether, it comes to over 3 years and a half for nothing. Okay, being tortured for 3 years and a half for nothing, for no reason whatsoever. It is this exact excuse, hall, that per why governments can engage in such a behavior against targeted individual by simply claiming mental retardation factor. In my case, paranoid schizophrenia, and we'll more talk to you about this. Why? What else? Why is it so important to declare? Obviously, it is extremely important to declare the difference between my being, or anyone, my being politically persecuted against versus mentally retarded. Well, if you want to file for political asylum in another country, one of the options for you to file for political asylum in another country is claiming political persecution that is taking place against you. So that's why those are things that are so important. Perhaps sounds like little things, little details, but in fact are huge. Let's go to videos which I have prepared about facts, hardcore facts about political persecution that is taking place against me. Foremost, why? Okay, the reason behind it all. Why so much brutality? Why so much violence against me? So let's go to the first out of 3 issues which I'm about to discuss with you. And this one right here, the first issue that I'm about to discuss with you, is the webpage which I manage on Facebook, and it's titled with Washington marching against the genocide of whites in South Africa. Yes, this is already the first issue that is disturbing to this government psychopaths here in so-called Slovenia, Eastern European communist scum. It is disturbing to them because it is successful. It's a strong page. It is disturbing to them because they are trying to deny any political involvement in this very case against me. by simply suggesting me, referring to me as mental patient or paranoid schizophrenic whenever I have to visit court or pay visitations to psychiatrists, psychologists, whatever is required from me, because the pressure is tremendous on me. It's a very dirty, it's a very disgusting way to call individual mental patient, paranoid schizophrenic, when in fact it is all per political persecution against individual. But this is how they use it, and I'm here to prove it, that it is for nothing else but political persecution. Yes, what you see right here is a control panel from cause titled as Washington Marching Against Genocide of Whites in South Africa. And you can see right here that this very page, this little page on a Facebook, have had over 172,000 people visiting one within the last week. There you go, 172,000. This is to prove you that this is my page, that I manage this page. I will scroll down so you can see that this is truly is my page, and the whole thing have nothing to do with mental sickness, but is instead nothing else than political persecution. Boy, what a way to discredit people, what a way to persecute people, what a way to title them as good for nothing, by simply throwing them inside of the mental hospitals, and which was the case with me. They have thrown me for a year and a half inside of the mental warden, and they have, the government paid me visitations on every 2 weeks at my home, just searching and researching if you know, they could find anything that could be wrong with me, something that they could use further in case against me. Yes, another 2 years. So it's altogether really 3.5 years of persecution against me. As you can see, 44,000 people just for this little post here, and 167,000 people for this one here, and so on and so on and so on. So this in fact is my web page. I have just proven that to you, and hopefully I will refute, debunk, disprove this disgusting government gestures for my being in fact mental patient. I don't think I would have 172,000 people visiting this page within 1 week if I were really mentally retarded. I don't believe that. Okay, let's go to the next issue. And what you're seeing here is, I'm about to give you a little bit more statistics, more numbers, statistics from what you see here is 115 videos I have published on Dailmotions.com. Right here up on the left corner you can see the details about my account. I'm logged in right now, so you can definitely see about everything about what's going on. 115 videos, of which many are hour long, and would translate basically to 270 videos if those would be divided to 10-minute length each. So that's over 270 videos basically, in which I have published my views against Eastern European communist scum in Slovenia. I have expressed my opinion about these criminals more than once, more than 270 times, and it's something that definitely have bugged them all along. But the best way they are trying to get rid of me by throwing me inside of the mental hospital is simply claiming that I am mentally sick. God forbid that they would admit that this is political persecution. But this is why I am here now, so I can divulge the truth to the world, that it is nothing else than political persecution that is taking place against me. These are all my videos that I have created. Let's see the numbers a little bit. There you go, 873 views, one video. They're very much visited videos. A lot of people stopped by to get an opinion about, well, not only about this Eastern European communist state known as Slovenia, but also United States, of which citizen I am as well. So this pretty much is it. I hope that from now on they won't be able to claim my being mentally sick, but that they would finally admit how they are the one persecuting me, politically persecuting me. That is a persecution based on political grounds.
All that's happening, is it positive for Israel?
Yes.
Well, I think this summarizes the whole thing. This is about it, ladies and gentlemen. Just one more thing before I move to the third issue, to the third fact about political persecution, is something that I have failed to mention to you when presenting you with my Dailmotion's channel. Fact is that views were actually reduced by Dailmotion itself. They have deducted views to basically to discourage me pursuing my cause, my right to exist, because this is what this is all about. While on YouTube, I was not even allowed to post videos. All my videos from YouTube were deleted. Government confiscated my entire YouTube channel for a period of 6 months on what they have had one shut down. Simple as this. This is what I was going to mention, and now let's go to the third issue, or third hardcore fact about political persecution that is taking place against me. You're about to see blogs that equal to at least 2 to perhaps 3 books. Okay, third issue or third proof. Why is it, as I am claiming, for political persecution and not mental retardation, paranoid schizophrenia and so on, can be seen right here. Welcome to Global Patriots Index. This is my webpage. If I scroll down, you can see blogs and you can see videos. And you can see videos incorporated in blogs and so on. What you see here equals to at least 2 books or perhaps even 3 books. Written by, you can see my name right here, and you can see a picture of mine as well. This is right on the bottom of the blog. For the end of this video, I'd like to mention you that I have never ever suffered from any voices that would be in my head. I have never had any voices in my head. I don't have split personality. I don't have bipolar disease. I have never suffered from any hallucinations or delusions. Plain and simple, I always, throughout all my life, was 100% healthy individual. Further, I have never drank any alcohol in my life. I am abstinent. I have never taken any drugs in my life. I'm drug-free individual, oriented toward healthy life, sport-minded individual, family-oriented individual. Now there is another issue I'd like to talk about, and it is huge, it is a big issue. My having this lunatics, maniacs, psychopaths, government psychopaths, psychiatrists in Ljubljana Clinic, psychiatric hospital in Ljubljana, University Hospital, writing me on letters how I could represent danger to someone else or myself. In other words, how I could commit suicide and so on, that the disease have had progressed, and I don't know what else. Wow, no, really is wow. I mean, look, not only was I thrown behind the walls of mental institution for no reason whatsoever, the first time I did not endanger anybody's life or property, nor safety of mine, nor have I endangered myself, but literally was thrown behind the walls of mental institution for an entire 12 months, subjected to the drugs, extremely powerful drugs which I could not even talk. I could not even communicate with people because it kind of locks your jaw. It totally retards you. It totally destroys you. Wow, because this was not it. They have thrown me back in there again, as I stated, for another 6 months, and then they have paid visitations to my home for another 2 years now, while forcing me to pay visitation to psychiatrists occasionally and so on. Wow. Because, you see, for really nothing, for really zero, okay, that I have given to them, the reason, really zero reason, they really didn't have and don't have any right for what they have done to me, I have received like mega, tremendous amount of violence, tremendous amount of brutality against me. I mean, these people are out there really to kill you, or in other words, to force you into suicide. And no, something that I have forgotten to mention to you earlier, I have never suffered from any depression. I have never had any suicidal thoughts either. But with these people, with these criminals, I'm telling you, even that I'm taking medications as they prescribed me to take them, even that I'm paying visitations to these people as ordered to do, even that they're paying me visitations, I am simply not satisfying their expectations. Obviously, they obviously have different kind of expectations, and those expectations are to literally get me to compel me really into suicide. No such thing as paranoid schizophrenia or any other mental disease. But when it comes to political persecution, you, Eastern European communist scum in Slovenia, are worse than North Korea.